Hi everybody, what's up? I want to talk about what to do if your son or daughter decides to estrange. Now you have to consider the age because you have sometimes a bitter divorce. One of the exes is angry. They start to poison your children, and then maybe when your kids are 12, 13, 14, they say, "Screw you, mom," and they want to go stay with dad. Well, you can't allow that to happen. You cannot bow down and allow them to dictate the schedule. The schedule goes according to what the documents are that have been filed in court. The only person that can change the schedule is the judge. Now, in the case when it came to my children, when I divorced, I divorced when my daughters were around 10 and 11 years old, when all was said and done. And so my divorce stipulated that I had primary and my ex-husband would get them the third weekend of the month. But then he went on to change it to the third Saturday of the month. So my girls were with me around, what was it, 95% of the time. I don't know percentages. I'm done with that math. So anyways, that's what we stuck with. Now, if your child is over the age of 18, they can move wherever they want, whenever they want, without asking you. They can flee the coop and poof, be gone. So if that happens, they may move somewhere and you might not have their address. You might not know if they're staying with family or friends, etc. They might move, like my youngest did, to another state where nobody told me until it was after the fact. I think she had just turned 19, so that was her choice. Now, if they disappear and you don't know where they're at, you can file a missing persons report and have the police kind of keep an eye out for them. Now, if you know they're safe and sound somewhere, through the grapevine, you'll hear they're staying with someone or moved out with a friend or they're staying with a boyfriend or girlfriend. What can you do? You really can't do much. And I'll tell you why. Because the court deems they are adults. They don't have to check in. They don't have to respond. They don't have to RSVP. They don't have to attend anything. If you have cancer and it's your last day on this earth, they are not required to show up to your funeral. So the sooner you can get a hold of this and accept their decision, whether you like it or not, I'm letting you know that the easier and the less pain you will have in this world. What I thought about today was the person who is still holding on to hope, still believes that there's a relationship, and still has an invested interest in the other person. That's the person that is going to struggle the most with the breakup. And when it comes to parental estrangement, a lot of us have been caught off guard. With my oldest, she moved out when I was at work. The youngest was a planned move out because I asked her to move in with her dad because it was not cohesive in my household. There was no cohesion. It was not healthy for us to be together at that time. So I thought if she stays with her dad, she will believe or come to realize the grass is greener, and she didn't, and that's just the way it was. So when both of them left, I reached out, I begged, I pled, I sent things, I found out where they were staying, I stopped by, and that prolonged my suffering. They decided that they were done, and they were breaking up, and they had made peace with it in their hearts. Whether it's peace or not, or whatever you want to call it, that's just what happened. So I think I'm the one that had a vested interest in it maybe longer than they had, or maybe I just prolonged it. So anyways, if your son or daughter is under the age of 18, go by whatever the judge stated. If they are over the age of 18 and they have parted ways, the best thing you can do, accept the decision, respect their decision, and create a new life for yourself. Let them know through the grapevine, because someone will have contact with them. They'll have contact with your sister or your brother or your dad or your mom. Just let the family know they're no longer living with you and that they have 30 days to retrieve their things, after which their things will be donated or dropped off at whatever residence they're living, or you can drop it off with someone your child still has contact with. So anyways, this is all I've got to say about it. I know it's tough, and I know what it's like to feel as if our child is missing, but when they're over the age of 18, they have that right. So anyways, that's all I've got, and I will be back.